my name's Kevin Camp, and I am the owner of Beaver Supermarket, located here in Beaver, Pennsylvania. The store itself was built in 1945, and the original owners sold it to my dad back in 1978, and then in 1989, my dad sold it to the gentleman that I bought it off of. It's a staple, it's part of the community, and being that I grew up in the area and grew up in the business and spent a lot of time as a child in this store, it has a lot of meaning, not just as a business. I look at this as part of my family. At one point in time, I was just running and I thought, I'd like to open up a store somewhere in this town, but what could it be? And this store came up. It took my breath away, and then the wheels started in motion. The most important thing in financing options for me in trying to acquire the business, honestly, is trying to find somebody that would finance me. I didn't even know where to begin. I knew I had to have a business plan, and that was it. But how to go about it? I got to meet Adam. We just kind of hit it off. He was able to catch on to the vision of the store and the backstory behind it with the family business. And I got to tell you, you couldn't ask for a better partner.
Kevin's experience in the business, having grown up as a part of the family that owned it and then sold it and now buying it back. One of our key metrics that we look at is guarantor knowledge of the industry and relatable experience, and having grown up in the business really brought a nice resume together for this type of an operation. The 7A loan for this was the most beneficial for Kevin because of the fact that we were able to allocate a larger portion of the loan towards real estate, which gave him a longer term loan than what were some other options that he was being quoted, that really helped to shrink that monthly payment, as well as also the amount of cash that he had to bring in to this project was less than what was some other scenarios, so that he could really preserve his working capital for things like cleaning up the store, growing the store the way that he had described in his business plan. This is one of my favorite loans that I've done in my entire career. It's really just a nice, wholesome story, especially with somebody like Kevin, who is just a pleasure to work with. It really made it a passion project for me too.
So I'm talking with Adam and going through the business plan with him. He understands the financing part, but understanding the dream, understanding bringing this to reality and the enthusiasm that I tried to bring with it, he was able to get that. It was like working with a friend, because he just got alongside you and helped you do the heavy lifting. The hardest stuff, he made it easier, for sure. Now, if you ask me all the details of what's this and what's that, I probably can't remember. But I do know that First National, along with Adam, was able to make sure that I got into the right package. He worked hard to make it happen. There's no question in my mind. That same enthusiasm that I have for this business that he was able to catch on, he carried that all the way through the very end. If anybody's looking for financing, I would definitely recommend First National Bank, without question. It would be the first place that I would tell somebody to look. Honestly, everybody that I worked with at First National Bank, starting with Adam and all the people in between, all very helpful, all very patient. Without question, I would recommend First National Bank, for sure.